crowd here and tell you it is with pleasure I'm standing before you. I used to spend a great deal of time at the university. It's a place in my life. And looking back, I find it as being the best time I've ever had so far in my life. So you better take advantage as you are. Now, tonight we gather here because of one name, the Barack Obama, obviously. But it tells you a little bit about the potential that lies into every single man around the world if he or she is aware of it. The reason why I'm pretty pleased about this man is not because of what he says or what I see when I look at him. Because when you look at somebody, especially when it is about a leader, and your sight rests on him, there is a problem. If you listen to a leader and just hear the word, I guess there is a problem. But when it came to Barack Obama, I looked at this man and I saw beyond him, a horizon being, opened up to me. And when I listened to him as well, I realized more what I can be than what he is. So basically, this guy is in accordance with his very premise in the life he is conducting, which is this: the life as it is, and life as it should be. So that is a driving pattern of Obama's life, and this is also being translated in his policies and his campaign. So I'm not going to talk about racism and black and white, because I saw how those notions are fundamentally embedded in human nature. They're confined into one category of race or of a group. Because when I was a young kid, and it is a story I like to tell, I'm going to be very brief. I remember when we used to talk about white folks, we used to see them as representative of the devil. That is our perception of them based on prejudice and also on the reading we have on history. So we shape our mind on those bases, even though when you confront those sort of prejudices into reality, they may be shattered. But that's how we function, operate on those bases. So when I happened to come to Europe and start dealing with white people on a ground basis, looking at them as human beings like me, I realized that what we have in common is much, much more important and exceed what might set us apart. Because what sets us apart ultimately is something that is finite, between the color, and one maybe can argue that the color is this way because of some circumstances that are beyond my control. Those are contingent, those are circumstantial, but there is something that's going to remain that we can trace in each and every single one of us. That is what we call humanity. And I think it is pretty much articulated in the American Creed when they say, and I quote here Barack Obama in Boston, the genius of the American nation is not because of the size of the military or the height of the skyscrapers, but it is based on a simple premise that is summed up in a declaration that is made over 200 years ago, which goes as this: all men are created equal. It's simple to say, but hard to believe. Hard to believe because when you, as a human being, are confronted with a reality that denies you basically what that very constitution is appealing, so there is a problem. You become cynical. And you become cynical, you become apathetic, you don't believe that change is possible. That is exactly what Barack Obama has challenged. And the way he's challenged has changed the way in which I see life, and ultimately how I'm going to conduct mine. So for me, what is important is what we learn from this man. Not how the campaign is fantastic, but how we're going to pave the way for this new generation. Thank you.